Shaun, you having a good time at the BCC, hey? I'm living for your bets on the
first season, and it's probably the most runs I've ever contributed in club cricket in my life.
Okay. We'll save this for the pod. We'll save it.
Senior batsman, yeah.
Let go! Welcome everyone to episode 14 of Seeing Off the New Ball, a Bergvliet Cricket Club original. This past weekend was a humbling one for the club. All four teams were out in action on the same day, which is a rarity for the club with one home field. But ultimately that occasion proved to be a bit too much as only our miracle men managed a win in their fixture. So let's chat through our feelings together. My name's Greg. I am not joined by any regulars. Calvin hasn't come back from Imagine Dragons. There was a sighting of him in Fishhook this past weekend, but Kenny has also got commitments at 6:30 on a Thursday. It's just myself, but I am joined by the heavyweight, the Fishhook original, the mayor of Fishhook, Shaun Smith.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining. How are you doing?
Very well.
Good.
It's nice today as well.
I hear it has been storming in Cape Town over the last few days. We're going to talk through the club's results over the past weekend, starting with the Titans. They were out against Bellville away. Not many Bergvliet teams have managed to come out of there with a win, which just shows the quality that is out in Bellville.
Titans starting to warm up. Lost the skipper early, unfortunately. Senior batsman in here, Peter and Luigi. Here we go.
Chased down the 160 odd, falling short by just under 100 runs with producer Peter. 130 odd runs in 2 games. Top scoring young Caleb with 2 wickets.
Kid can bowl.
Shaun.
Yeah.
And what was the chat as they came back to the club on Saturday?
Their hearts were sore. It's everyone, drinking left-handed beers. So it was sad. It was hard to hear, listening to the fact that 3 out of 4 teams had lost. I think it's almost a bad result in 2 weeks for the club. So out of 8 games, we've only won 2, which is not where we've been for most of the season, actually, with all 4 sides.
We're going to chat through our feelings. When we had fines after a match, the fines would be somewhat surprisingly bigger when we had a loss, just because we had to talk through our feelings and emotions were on our sleeves. And there was a stat that came out over the weekend that we counted 13 ducks
I was there for that.
Over the 4 sides. Let's hopefully the Titans can get hot again. We're going to move on to the first team. The ones had somewhat a home game for most of the first team players who stay out in Fishhook. But they travelled away to Fishhook to take them on in their second game. Unfortunately, lost in the first fixture, and ultimately that happened again. Something in the water over there, Shaun. What's happening? Played 2, lost 2, both out in Fishhook. Is this a conspiracy?
The first one, it was the man kid that had definitely rocked the boat. Definitely. So the first one we give them. The second one, it's definitely a different side that first played against Bergvliet, because you'll see there's a lot of big changes in their side from what there was to what there is now. Listen, that Kentwell Farney, he can really bowl. I've played a couple of games with him at Fishhook. He's consistent in the same spot. It's hard to put away. He'll get you on the back foot from the get-go, because he's their opening bowler who is a spinner.
Sure.
And he talks magic with the ball. I think you'll see his figures were like 4 for 26 in 10. So that's insane.
Insane. 4 for 27 in 10. Kentwell, an off spinner or
finger spinner.
Finger spinner. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, the ones have scored 220 runs in the 2 matches out in Fishhook. So definitely a batting calamity happened there. Especially after last weekend's no result or shared points, and then a loss against Fishhook this past weekend. Hopefully they can bounce back. Before we actually move it along, I know that the ones boys joined Fishhook for their fines. Did they manage to head out to the Vic at all?
I have not heard any rumors of such.
Okay, but that did happen, then it would surely stay in Fishhook. The stories wouldn't get out.
What happens at the Vic stays at the Vic.
It's a magical place. Let's move on to the Miracle Men, Kenny's favorite team. They were the only team to win from this past weekend. Amazing performances from Earl the Pearl, who scored over 50 runs and managed a fifer.
Let go!
He was going to join us a little bit later, but we're going to get him next week. So, Shaun, tell me what the chat was with the only people in the club drinking out of their right hand when they came back from Bellville.
Elation, I think they were stoked. Earl almost took the club wheelchair home. Feeling a bit broken, his legs were sticking. He bowled 9 on the trot, but I guess, when you're a rig like that, once you start, there's no way you have to stop, because coming back for a second spell would probably be quite dangerous.
For him, a fifer is a great return, and raising his bat for half century. The Miracle Men, Kenny would have called them his favorite team of the weekend for sure. So I think we can definitely just shoehorn him in for this weekend as well. Yeah, no, good for them to get a win. And if I'm not mistaken, they've only had 1 loss the season to date. And good to see William Solomon captaining. What's your take on the Angry Warthog there?
I like him. We get along like ice and fire.
Good. So we're going to end off with the Thirsties here. The Thirsties, unfortunately, losing to Brackenfell at home at Franksfirth. Lots to unpack from this game, I would imagine. Notable highlights, though, would be James Dickie Clark's first 50 for the club at 67 that he returned. So we'll give him his dues there. Well done, James. But Shaun, take us through how the day went at Franksfirth with what looks like to be quite a strong side, and the boys losing by 4 sticks, unfortunately.
Oh, the batters all left their bats at home. Guys were batting with sticks, myself included. It was just not a good batting performance.
Did you come in at 9?
Except for Dickie Clark. Yeah, I did actually. We all had a turn to bat, Everyone had a go. And only one of us came off. I think Floyd lost his wicket in 1.3 overs. So was calling for a run that wasn't even his. And it was just a collapse after that. If it wasn't for Dickie Clark actually sticking around, we would have had a lot less than 130. I'll tell you that much.
You pushed them to 6 down for that 130. So, put another 40 runs on that. Could have been a different...
would have been much
different game. We went down against Brackenfell Cricket Club away last season. Also a similar match where we just didn't get enough runs on the board. They're a good outfit, strong outfit. What was your take on any interesting bant on the field?
Their one opening bowler. Finger spinner. One too many...
Seems to be all the rage.
Yeah, but one too many Burger King stops between trips from work and home and practice. He climbed into anyone and everyone's. And then when I came to bat, he was like, "Oh, you're actually shit. Can't even hit the ball. Oh, my word, look at that. You've missed it." And I was just like, "Listen, man, I'm actually not a batsman. But listen, don't worry. You still got a bat." While I was out there, I was like, don't worry. You've still got a bat. You guys still have to use the wicket. Don't talk too much before the situation's actually panned out. I gave him my wicket with a poor shot. And,
Very nice of you.
I think that brought in Marcelino Gaffley just to try and finish the innings. He might have squeezed one away for a single.
And just looking at you, first season at the club, how are you enjoying it?
It's good. I love the energy. The reason I left is because when you are at training and things like that, there's 6 or 7 guys down at Fishhook, and that was just not good enough. I had done work for the Carstens family, the soldiers down in Fishhook here that are now Bergvliet players. I did a big job for them at their office, and they were like, "Oh, just come to the indoor center, stick around, have a look." And I just decided to come and join, and it's been a wonderful time. I've enjoyed it. It's been good cricks.
That's good to hear. I mean, a lot of these names, especially the Thirsties team sheets, are new names to the club this season. So it's very good. Cool. So, Shaun, we're going to go through the quick fire. I'm sure you've seen this section before. So just literally, first answer that comes to your head: Madeiras or Pirates?
Madeiras.
Or Vicks?
Ooh.
Favorite away venue?
At the moment, I would say Northern's Goodwood.
It did look like a good track out there. Matthew and Justin taking the bull by the horns in that game.
Mamba.
Best player you have played with at the BCC so far this season?
Oh,
Craig Griffin. Sad.
who I've
Adam.
played with this season.
Played with.
It's got to be Matty Armstrong. That man can hit the ball.
That Armstrong hack is a thing of beauty. As a bowler, what's your favorite type of dismissal?
Anything that gets a wicket, huh?
Magnanimous of you. And then loosest teammate you have played with?
Loosest.
Loosest. On the field, off the field,
Oh,
in the bar.
got to be my precious Prescian Saikulal.
Forgive me, he's a Liverpool supporter. He loves the kit at the club. Prescian gets loosest teammate. We're going to go through best batter of the week, best bowler of the week, and team of the week. We would have Kenny to say that the best team of the week is the Miracle Men. So we'll just put that in there in his absence. But who's your best batter of the week?
I think it's Carmen who got 63.
Lekker Russ! Lekker Russ!
Well done to Russ. Excellent work. It was 61. He scored more than the fourth side combined. So, yeah, good one on Russ.
I'm going to go my batter of the week, James Dickie Clark. And then best bowler of the week?
Definitely Earl. Anyone who takes 4 or more is absolute beast.
Agreed. And then team of the week?
Got to be the Titans.
The Titans.
Sorry. Wow.
I was about to say.
Got to be the Miracle.
It's got to be the we love the Titans.
It's got to be the Miracle Men. The twos. Should have stuck with my numbers.
Hey, Shaun, thanks for joining us.
All right. Thank you.
And let the club get back on the horse. 4 wins this weekend.
Let's go.
Thanks, Shaun.
All right. Cheers, gents. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Bye.